Hello and welcome to grade 5 of the Theory Online course. All the material in these books are fully compatible with the current VCM theory examinations. So let's start straight away by looking at lesson 1. So in previous grades, particularly grade 4 for example, you learnt about the alto clef. And in the grades before that, you learnt about the bass clef and also the treble clef. So we're now going to finish off our clef reading for the grade 5 exam by learning about the tenor clef as well. So the tenor clef tends to be used by instruments like the trombone and also the cello. So you'll notice that the actual middle C is seated in a different place on the stave to the alto clef. And you can see that it's seated on the second line down. So that's where your middle C is, and that's the vital thing to remember with the tenor clef. So underneath that, you've actually got the notes written, all the line notes and all the space notes written as semi-breves for you to view, so you can see exactly where all the notes seat on the stave when reading the tenor clef. So in this exam, you'll be tested on the tenor clef in a variety of ways. You might have to name or write out the notes. You might need to work out or write the intervals. You might need to name or write out the triads. You might need to write out the key signatures, and you might need to transpose the notes written and to a different clef. So over the next few pages you've got examples of the kind of questions which may well come up on the exam paper. So the first question says, write a tenor clef on the stave below, then write the following tenor clef notes, and then it gives you a whole set of notes for you to practice writing out on the stave. Then the next task is identifying the tenor clef notes that are written on the stave. And then over on this side it says write the tenor clef and then write the following notes in root position as tonic triads on the stave below. And then you've got your tonic triads written there. Then we start looking at how you rewrite the same passage from a different clef. So it might be from a treble clef or an alto clef or a bass clef. You might need to write it one octave higher, you might need to write it one octave lower, or you might need to write it at the same pitch. So for your examination, you need to be able to rewrite a melody from the treble clef and bass clef to the tenor clef, or from the tenor clef to bass clef or treble clef. So your first example, you have something in the treble clef, and it says rewrite these notes so they sound the same but using the tenor clef. So obviously you write the tenor clef first, you seat where the middle C is, and then work out if the notes that you've got are below or above the middle C and put them in position on the new stave. So when you go over the page here, you've got some useful tips on what to do to help you with that kind of question. So it says, here are some tips to help you. Look at the first note, identify it by name, and decide whether it's above or below the middle C. So you find the middle C note in the tenor clef first, then count up or down to locate the position of the note. So fill in the rest of the notes and add any accidentals as necessary. And the accidentals might just need to be copied over. And then watch out for the stem directions. Sometimes you will need to change the stem depending whether the note looks higher or lower on the stave. Then you've got another example of rewriting an octave lower using the tenor clef. So you've still got the alto clef here and you're writing it in the tenor clef. And then you've got another one here of rewriting the notes at the same pitch using the tenor clef when it's written in bass clef. So it gives you lots of opportunity to try different clefs and experiment with the different clefs. So that completes lesson 1.